Oh my gosh, I'm creating a robbing situation. Oh no. I think this one might be a lost cause. We might just treat that one and condense. At this point, I'm just kind of at a loss for what to do. I didn't see any brood. I saw some cat brood on the other hive, but I don't know. Ooh, that was bad. We have a queen excluder on though, so we should be clean up here. I actually want to show you guys something. It's kind of neat what they've done on this side, because they're basically building like a circulation tunnel, but you guys can see like through here, you see how it kind of waves in and out? They're doing that for air circulation to keep their hive cool when it's hot. It's not hot today, it's just barely above 60, but I need it to be above 60 to apply these Apivar treatments. So I don't think this one is going to be saved. I think this hive is going to die. I might try to condense it. Yeah, they're nowhere near, they're not doing anything like this hive, so. Hallelujah, there's eggs. Hallelujah. I see deformed wing. There weren't eggs in here last week, guys. But I'm seeing beetles and deformed wings. So there's cat brood. Okay. I'm just gonna start treating for the mites, and then I need to get a beetle trap apparently. So, yay! Here's the eggs. Oh, there's my queen. My queen's right here. Do it, queen. Okay, I'm just gonna put her back in. I'm not even gonna mess with this frame. She's on there. I'll let her stay on there, but I saw her. I saw my queen. So, I got a queen in here. I was worried. And even if I didn't see the queen, I would know because there are eggs. So that's a fantastic sign. Now if I can just get her to feed, 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 brood, larva. There are some dead pupa in here still, so I'm gonna be treating. Okay. And because they're infested heavier, I'm going to put one up in the honey super and down in the brood for sure. Just because we want to make sure we get this taken care of so that they can have a fighting chance at weathering the winter. So if this, but I'll be honest guys, if this hive makes it, I'll be really, really surprised. Oh honey, oh! They are attacking this thing. This thing was trying to get in. It looks like a hornet. There. Oh my gosh, I'm creating a robbing situation. Oh no. I gotta get this closed up, guys. I gotta get this closed up. I'm gonna be as gentle as I can because I know where my queen's at. Really? I got whatever they're trying to kill in my hand. I caught it in my hand, Mark. I'm just gonna hold him there until, and I'll show you guys what I've got. I don't even know what I've got, but I caught him. Just giving a treatment. And I'm gonna close them back up, give them their honey back, and say, good job, girls. Keep doing what you're doing. Yay, eggs, come some brood. It tried to sting me. It's actually stuck in my, you guys see that? He was trying to rob, and look, he tried to sting me. So he was trying to rob, and they were attacking him ferociously. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure he's dead 100%. Smash him. We don't need none of that crap. All right, I'm gonna finish up with my treatments, and then I'm calling it a day because my back, y'all, my back is hurting me.
If you all remember, the CC Hive was the hive that was a little more aggressive than usual last time. So you might see that I'm going to be taking my time more with this hive and trying to be a little bit more gentle with them. Last time I popped their frames and some of these supers and shallows a little too much. And with me giving these treatments, I really don't want to cause any more stress than I need to. One of the things I'm doing different with this hive is I'm going to take these honey supers off. I'm actually just going to remove the frames, put them in these tubs, and I'm going to take them inside for storage. But fear not, I will give them back once the treatments are done. It's just if this hive does fail during these treatments, at least I'll be able to keep some of the honey. After looking at these frames, it's pretty obvious that the population in this hive is a lot stronger than the Buckeye hive. And even through this mass of bees, I was still able to see that there were larvae, pupa, and eggs. So that means my queen is still in there, probably giving me the last batch of brood that I'm going to get for this season. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to apply the Apivar Strips. The reason I chose the Apivar Strips is because they're just really convenient. It's a one-time treatment for 7 weeks. And you see there, I'm just dropping those strips in. And I've actually taken a screw and put it in through the top of these strips. They do have a tab, but it causes them to bend and push against your frames, and I just really don't like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in about 2 to 3 frames apart in the mass of brood, and then you just seal her back up, go back in 7 weeks, and your mite population should be reduced. It's nice to use these tubs for these honey frames just because it'll prevent the bees from smelling it and following me into my house with these frames, and we don't want that.
Okay, so there were a couple really positive things about this bee inspection for the Buckeye hive. There were beetles, which I'm not prepared for. I didn't see those last time. There are Varroa mites, which we just put in our Apivar Strips for. And I saw my queen, and there were eggs. Last time there were no eggs, so I'm guessing this is our last go at brood before the big winter time comes. So for me personally, I will be feeding these guys like crazy to try to hurry up and produce a couple more stores, because you guys can tell with both of these I actually took off my shallows. For the Buckeye hive I took off the shallows because they weren't doing anything. So yeah, if they go through some of those stores, that's fine, because they had no stores up in the top 2 shallows. So I just took those out. Those are empty. And I took a shallow out of the CC hive that had honey in it, because if one has mites, I'm going to assume the other one has mites, and just before winter I'd rather treat. You shouldn't be treating this late. I just let this go for 2 months, and now I'm paying the price. So I'm very confident for the CC hive, which is over here. That's my wild caught swarm, and I'm praying to the good Lord above for the Buckeye hive. I think they might pull through. I feel like it's promising. There's still cap brood. There's larvae, and there were eggs like in 2 or 3 different frames. So that's a really, really good sign. But I did take one of the shallows off of the Buckeye hive, because once the Apivar Strips are in there, the honey that's in there, you shouldn't eat it. I took those off, and saving most of them for us, but I will give them back after these treatments are done. It's just if these hives fail, I would like to get something out of it, and then if they live through the winter, then they'll probably eat through those stores, and it won't be a big deal. But this is more so just for me to make sure that they've got their stores, and that's why I'm also going to be feeding. I don't want them to go through their stores while I'm treating them, because this treatment is like a 42-day treatment. So mid-November, I'll be taking these apart and removing the strips, putting the honey back in, sealing them up, and only giving them enough room for what they can take. Now, I would really like to get a shallow that we feed through for the tops of these, so that throughout the winter I can feed them. So they're going to continuously go up, take food, and bring it back down. And hopefully that will spur them into surviving our winter. So I'm dead from all. We've been deer hunting, we've been doing a whole lot of things. We have new barnyard residents, so it's been a pretty involved week here at Mulberry Ranch Farm. And you know, I always think I'm busy in the springtime, and then I never quite remember what fall's like until it's here. And like everything goes to bed, you're prepping for next year. This is our first, not our first beehives, but it's our first year where the bees look this good, except for this one over here. This one kind of, but and we're a lot more hands-on. The ones that we had before, like everybody told us, oh, just get bees and let them go. They'll do their own thing. Well, they did their own thing. They packed their bags and they left once, and then the second time, like, they were so focused on brood, they had no stores, and they ended up getting robbed by a stronger hive, a stronger swarm, and left us. So it is what it is. Nature is a fickle thing. So we're just really hoping. I'm really putting a lot of energy into keeping these guys going through the winter. I know I let off for 2 months, but sometimes we have to learn the hard way. So yeah, I won't be doing that again. I'll be making sure that if I'm going to leave them alone for 2 months, it'll be after they've had a mite treatment and after we're completely sound, that everything's going good. I probably will at least have to do bi-weekly next year, just to make sure everything's looking good. But I think that's going to do it for us, guys. We're so tired. I'm going to go store my honey. I'm going to go in and get some things ready for you fine people of YouTube. But if you found yourself enjoying the video, please let me know. Drop me a like, leave me a comment. If you saw anything that I was doing that I could improve on, beekeepers, I know that like you can ask 1 beekeeper or 10 beekeepers a question and you'll get 11 answers and all. And I'm in the Hoosier State, Zone 5B, so this has been a really big learning curve for us this year. A lot more involved, doing a lot more reading. So hopefully we'll get something out of there. All right, guys. Until next time, bye.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side, our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.